There have been a variety of substances named as endocrine disruptors, or EDCs, that have become unpopular in the personal care space. These include parabens, phthalates, BPA, and microplastics, to name a few. It is also well known that certain essential oils, such as lavender and tea tree oil, present potent endocrine disrupting effects. Many other fragrances contain linalool and other compounds that are also EDCs. With regard to all of these aforementioned items, the concern highlighted is that they have the ability to trigger the estrogen receptors in our bodies and consequently trigger elevated levels of estrogen. Okay, so how does elevated estrogen affect us, and why is it a cause for concern? The first fact to accept is that estrogen occurs in both males and females. In females, some serious concerns such as hyperpigmentation and collagen loss are closely linked to estrogen levels. In females, pigmentation is tightly regulated by the estrogen-progesterone balance, and a loss of estrogen, in menopause for example, is associated with a loss in collagen and moisture. In males, the estrogen-testosterone balance regulates pigmentation, and it is extremely common for men with hyperpigmentation to have higher serum estrogen levels. There are other contributing factors in these cases as well, such as fatty liver disease and insulin resistance, both of which have hormonal implications that present cofactors for hyperpigmentation due to the impaired liver being unable to process hormones efficiently. With some awareness, we can make more informed purchasing decisions and avoid products that contain undesirable EDCs in the ingredients list, as well as the packaging. But what about the endocrine disruption many of us experience due to a modern diet and sedentary lifestyle? We frequently pick up on headlines and are quick to avoid products that we perceive as dangerous. We dropped parabens like hot coals as soon as there was some controversy, for example. However, we are exposed to the same sinister endocrine disruption outcomes in far greater proportion due to many products that we encounter on a daily basis, many of which we believe are beneficial for our health. Let's look at some of the foods that we eat, for example. These days, a plant-based diet is more popular than ever. However, many processed plant foods, such as meat substitutes, contain a blend of several items, each of which presents a strong endocrine disrupting risk. These include soya protein, seed oils, and fructose. Soya protein is the most common plant-based protein and bulking agent used in processed foods, and soy contains the highest amount of phytoestrogens in the plant world. In a Japanese study, male individuals who substituted a glass of dairy milk daily with a glass of soy milk experienced significantly higher serum estrogen levels within just a week. Seed oils cause insulin resistance and impair our leptin-ghrelin feedback loop, causing us to eat more than necessary. Fructose is commonly included in processed foods in the form of high fructose corn syrup, since it is sweeter and cheaper than regular sugar. Fructose can only be processed in the liver and rapidly triggers non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, impairing liver function and causing hormones to cycle back into circulation instead of being excreted. These disruptions occur quietly in the background with most individuals in developed societies because these foods are popular, prevalent, and marketed as healthy. So is there a benefit to avoiding EDCs in our personal care products? Possibly. But does this have a meaningful impact when the other EDC risks we face pose far greater risks? No. We need to adopt a broader perspective and look at the big picture. If we don't take a step back and audit our lifestyles in entirety, we may as well have our heads in the sand.